Hello, Leo. Come on in and get comfortable. Maybe you're halfway through your makeup right now. One eye done, leaning close to the mirror. Maybe you're waiting for the kettle, or folding a warm pile of laundry on the bed, or lying flat with the lights low, letting the day finally fall off your shoulders. Wherever you are, you're welcome here. This is your monthly reading for July 2026, and I'm so glad you found your way to it. Let me walk you through how this works, slow and simple. There are 3 piles in front of us today: Pile A, Pile B, and Pile C. Each pile is named after one big card, what we call a major arcana card. And that one card is the main theme of your whole month. It can also point to one important moment coming your way, something you'll remember when you look back. Under each of those big cards sit 3 smaller cards, and those show you how the theme actually plays out, week by week, in the real texture of your days. Here's my promise to you. Whichever pile you pick, the cards will touch your work or your studies, your love life, and your family, the people who feel like home, so you won't miss a corner of your life. It's all covered. And you, Leo, you love out loud. You're the one who claps the hardest for the people you adore, who wants everyone in the room to see how proud you are. Hold that warmth close while we read. Take a slow breath with me now. Let your jaw soften. We're about to choose. This is your moment to pick. 3 piles, A, B, and C. On your screen right now, the 3 big cards are playing side by side, and those are the names of what you're choosing between. Pile A is the Moon. Pile B is Justice. Pile C is the Empress. Take one slow breath. Drop your shoulders down, away from your ears, and just notice which one your eyes keep drifting back to. The one you keep returning to, that one is yours. There's no wrong choice here. Take your time, Leo. The moon is the headline of your whole month, Leo, and what it brings is a fog you have to learn to move through slowly. This is the month where what you feel and what is actually true are not the same thing, and you will have to tell them apart with patience instead of certainty. Can you tell the difference this month between a real fear and a story you made up? So, to the Leo souls who chose Pile A, maybe you're lying down right now with the lamp low. The day finally quiet, your phone face down on the blanket. Settle in. This card is going to ask a lot of your honesty, and I want you soft before we start. The moon is your main theme for July, and it is the kind of month where your mind plays tricks on you. Look at the card. See the path winding up between the 2 towers, going off into hills you cannot see past. That uncertain road is your July. You will not get the full picture, and that is exactly the point. The lesson is learning to keep walking when you can only see the next few steps. For you, Leo, this is hard in a specific way because you like to walk into a room and feel sure of yourself. This month you walk in unsure, and you stay anyway. That is the work. Now notice the dog and the wolf in the picture, both howling up at the moon. That is the tame part of you and the wild part of you reacting to the same thing at the same time. In your real life, this shows up as overthinking a message someone sent you. You read it 3 times. You decide they're pulling away. You decide they're not. You go back and forth all evening. This is the trap of the moon for you. When you don't feel adored enough, you fill the silence with a story, and the story is almost always worse than the truth. A friend takes a day to text back, and you have already quietly decided you did something wrong. Leo, you didn't. The fog is lying to you. This lands hardest in your relationship and in your family this month. With a partner or someone you're getting close to, you may feel like they're not matching your warmth, and instead of asking, you go quiet and busy and a little cold, which you tell yourself is just being independent. It isn't. It's hurt wearing a costume. And with family, an old worry comes back up, something unspoken, a feeling that you have to perform being fine so nobody worries about you. The moon is asking you to stop performing fine when you are not fine. Your career is the one area this card leaves mostly alone, so hold that thought because the smaller cards pick it up. Here is the event to watch for. Around the middle of July, something you were sure about gets questioned. A piece of news, a half conversation, a thing you overhear. You will feel the urge to react big and fast, the way you do. Don't. The moon event is a test of patience, not speed. You will know it landed because your first instinct will be to assume the worst and protect your pride before you even have the facts. When that moment comes, breathe and wait one full day before you decide what it means. The truth shows up later this month, clearer than you expect, and you will be so glad you did not burn anything down over a shadow. You are allowed to feel unsure and still trust yourself, Leo. Those two things can sit at the same table. Now the three smaller cards under the moon, and they tell one story about finding your way back to solid ground. The first is the Ace of Wands. See the hand coming out of the cloud holding a single budding branch. That is a spark of new energy reaching you right in the middle of the fog. This is where your career comes back in, the area the moon left untouched. An idea grabs you, a project, a chance to be seen doing what you do best. Your fire wakes up. You cheerlead this idea louder than anyone would for theirs. Just remember the major. The moon means you cannot fully see yet, so let the spark be real without needing the whole plan tonight. And what makes this even truer is the second card, the Six of Cups. See the two children in a garden, one handing the other a cup full of flowers. This is the sweet, simple part of you, the one that remembers being small and adored. The ace lit you up, and now this card softens you. Someone from your past may reach out, or you find yourself missing how things used to feel with family, back when love was uncomplicated. After all that fog and second guessing, this is the kindness that steadies you. Don't perform happiness here. Let it actually be tender. And the third card closes the circle, the Six of Swords. See the figure in the small boat, being carried across still water to the far shore, the swords standing upright, but the journey calm. This is you finally moving away from the worry the moon stirred up. The ace gave you a reason to go. The Six of Cups gave you the warmth to carry. And this card is the slow, quiet crossing to a better place, especially in your relationships. The story closes like this. You stop arguing with shadows, you let an old friendship or an old love come back gently, and you let one new spark pull you forward. This week, send the one message you keep almost sending. Take care of yourself, Leo. Justice is the headline over your whole month, Leo. And it means the books are being balanced. Every honest thing you did, every place you cut yourself short, every truth you swallowed to keep the peace, it all comes back to you now to be weighed. This is the month you stop guessing what is fair and start seeing it clearly. What truth have you been avoiding because saying it out loud would cost you something? So settle in, the ones who chose pile B. Maybe you are sitting at the edge of your bed with one shoe still on, halfway out the door, halfway not. Wherever you are, let your shoulders drop for a second. Justice is the card that runs your July, and I want you to really see her. Look at the figure on the card, sitting up straight between two stone pillars, a sword held high in one hand, pointing straight up. That sword is not there to scare you. That is your own clear thinking, finally cutting through the fog. This month, you stop letting people talk you out of what you already know. For you, Leo, that is big because you have a habit of needing the room to like you, of wanting to be the warm one everyone adores, and sometimes you trade your own truth for that warm feeling of being chosen. The sword says, not this month. This month, you choose yourself first, and you say the clean thing even when it is not the popular thing. Now look at the other hand. See the scales held out to the side, perfectly even. Those scales are weighing something real in your life right now, and you know what it is. At work, this is the month your effort gets measured honestly. If you have been carrying more than your share, holding a project together while someone else takes the credit, justice brings that into the light. You might get the recognition you have been quietly waiting for. You might also finally admit out loud that you have been underpaid and overlooked, and you might ask for the number you actually deserve. Leo, you love to perform that everything is fine. You walk into the office shining, you let nobody see the strain. This is the month the scales ask you to be honest about the cost. In your relationships, justice is just as direct. This card often marks a real event, a conversation that cannot be put off any longer, a moment where the truth gets said and the air clears. You will know it when it lands because there will be no more pretending after it. If something has been unfair between you and someone you love, if you have been giving your best hours and your warmest self and getting crumbs back, the scales tip and you finally see it for what it is. You are the kind of person who would rather be right than say sorry first. Your pride steps in front of your softness and guards the door. Justice asks you to put the pride down long enough to have the real talk. Not to win it, to be honest in it. Notice that the figure is not rushing. She sits very still. That stillness is for you, Leo, because your fire wants to act fast, to make the grand move, to settle it all in one dramatic scene. Justice says slow down. Weigh it. Let the consequences of the last few months show you the pattern before you decide your next step. The two life areas carrying the most weight here are your work and your love life, and they are tied together by the same thread, the thread of finally being honest about what you are owed and what you owe. The area I am leaving for the smaller cards underneath is family, and they will fill it. Here is your quiet line to carry today. What is fair to others must also be fair to you, and you are allowed to count yourself in. Now the three smaller cards under Justice, and they read like one slow story about getting honest. The first is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. In the upright card, a worker sits at his bench carving one coin after another, all focus. Reversed, he has put the tools down and lost the love for it. For you, this shows up as the work you have been doing on autopilot, the project you stopped caring about, the half-effort you have been quietly handing in while telling everyone it is your best. Justice is weighing that, Leo, and the card is asking you to be honest. You are bored. You have been coasting, and your pride hates to admit it because you are supposed to be the brilliant one in the room. That ties straight into the second card, the Nine of Swords reversed. Upright, it is a person sitting up in bed in the dark, head in their hands, sick with worry. Reversed, the worst of that night is ending. The light is coming back. So the second card picks up the tiredness from the first and says, you do not have to carry it alone anymore. This is the month you reach out. You finally tell a family member or a friend who feels like family the thing you have been too proud to say. You let someone see you worried instead of always performing that you have got it handled. For a Leo, asking for help can feel like admitting weakness, but here it is, the bravest, cleanest thing you do. And the third card closes the circle, the Eight of Cups. See the figure walking away from a neat row of cups, a full moon overhead, heading uphill towards something they cannot fully see yet. This is you leaving behind the thing that looks fine on paper but feels empty, the job that pays but bores you, the arrangement that everyone admires but leaves you cold. Justice approves of this walk, because it is you finally living by your own honest verdict instead of staying for the applause. So look at the three of them together. The first names the boredom, the second helps you say it out loud to someone who loves you, and the third gives you permission to walk. Career, family, and the quiet courage to choose your own truth, all under the steady eyes of Justice. Here is your small invitation this week. Tell one person who feels like family the real thing, the honest, tired thing, the part you usually hide behind your bright face. Let them weigh it with you. The Empress is the headline of your whole month, Leo, and she comes in soft. This is the month your life starts to grow something real again. Comfort, beauty, slowing down, making things with your hands and your heart, letting yourself be cared for instead of always being the one who carries everyone. The Empress is abundance, and she is asking you to receive. Can you let yourself be filled up this month instead of always pouring out? So if you chose this pile, maybe you're curled up on the couch right now with your knees pulled in, a candle going, your phone face down for once. Good. Settle in with me. The Empress sits on her cushions in a field of golden wheat, a stream running soft behind her, and she is not rushing anywhere. Look at the way she leans back, completely at ease in her own body, crowned with stars, dressed in a robe covered in fruit. That ease is what this month is teaching you. You, Leo, who walks into a room and lights it up, who makes everyone around you feel adored and chosen, you have a habit of giving your warmest hours away and keeping the leftovers for yourself. The Empress this month flips that. She wants you on the cushions. She wants you fed first. Notice the wheat ripening all around her. Nothing in that field got rushed. It grew in its own time, in the dark, before it ever showed gold. For you this month, that is your creative work and your home life both. In your career or your study, something you planted a while back is finally ready to be harvested, but only if you stop yanking it up to check the roots. let it ripen. Show up steady. The recognition you want, the being seen for the quality of what you make, that comes when you trust the slow part instead of performing the finished part too early. And the stream behind her, that flowing water, that is your tenderness. The Empress is deeply sensual, deeply in her feelings. And this month she is asking you to let people see the soft version of you, not just the bright, confident one you lead with. You, who would rather post the highlight than admit you needed somebody, this is the month to let a partner or a close friend actually take care of you. Let them cook. Let them notice you are tired. You do not have to earn the love by being impressive. This is where the Empress lands heaviest for you, in your relationships and in your home. The mothering energy here is real, whether that is you nurturing someone, being nurtured, or finally mending something with the women in your family. If the Empress marks one important event this month, it is a moment of real abundance arriving, something that makes you feel held and full. It might be a relationship deepening into something that feels like home. It might be a creative project that finally pays you, or a family gathering that heals an old crack. You will know it landed because you will catch yourself relaxing for the first time in ages. Your shoulders drop. You stop checking the door. You let yourself enjoy it without immediately planning the next thing. The one area she does not fully cover here is the messy, impulsive part of your life, the place where you act fast and regret it. Your 3 smaller cards, pick that up. For now, Leo, let yourself be the one who is taking care of this month. You have poured out enough. So underneath the Empress sit 3 cards, and they tell the story of how you grow this softness without tripping over your own pride. The first is the 5 of Cups, reversed. In the upright image, a figure stands hunched, staring at 3 spilled cups, refusing to turn around to the 2 still standing behind them. Reversed, they finally turn. For you this month, that is you making peace with something in your family, an old hurt you have been nursing, maybe a parent who never adored you the way you needed. The Empress is healing that mother line, and this card is you choosing to see what is still standing instead of only what got spilled. You forgive, not for them, for your own peace. And the second card picks that healing up and warns you where it can go sideways. The Page of Wands reversed shows a young figure who usually holds their wand with bright excitement, but flipped over they are restless, impulsive, snapping off bad news and rushing. This is your temper, Leo. When you feel unappreciated, you do the thing dressed up as being busy. The cold shoulder, the sudden burst of I do not need anyone. In your career especially, watch for jumping too fast on a half-baked idea this month, or firing off a message you cannot take back. The Empress wants slow. The Page reversed is the part of you that hates slow. And the third card closes the circle. The 9 of Cups reversed normally shows someone sitting fat and satisfied with 9 golden cups lined up behind them. Reversed, the satisfaction rings hollow. This is the warning that getting the win, the praise, the impressive thing will not fill you if you skip the real stuff underneath. Tie it back to the first 2. If you keep the old family wound unhealed and let your restlessness run the show, you can get everything you wanted and still feel weirdly empty at the table. So here is the 3 of them together. Forgive the old hurt. Slow your reactions and let yourself want the real thing, not just the shiny thing. The Empress is offering you a full life, but full means honest, not just decorated. This week, one small invitation. The next time someone offers to take care of you, do not deflect it with a joke. Just say thank you and let them. Thank you for spending this slow part of your day with me, Leo. Whether your hands found pile A or pile B or pile C, your month is being held, and so are you. July 2026 is asking you to let people see the soft middle under all that gold, the part of you that does not always have to be the strongest, brightest, most impressive one in the room. My wish for you this month is simple. May you let yourself be loved without performing for it. May you discover that you are still adored even on the quiet days when you are not lighting anything up. If these readings keep finding you, you are welcome to subscribe so next month's reading does not slip past you. No pressure, only an open door. And save this video. Come back to your pile whenever you need to hear it again. Take care of yourself out there, Leo.